Good morning, everybody. I have been on this ideal client kick for a while, but today I'm talking about bigger referral strategy, kind of a macro strategy, like from the Can I Borrow Your Card book. I was doing what I do every morning, reviewing after reading the Bible, but reviewing my calendar and looking at what I have coming up today. And it's pretty exciting today. I have 3 referrals that I'm meeting with for the first time on Zoom. They're from around the country and really interesting um, professionals. One's a CPA, one's a mergers and acquisition specialist, and one is a financial advisor from different parts of the country. Um, all referrals from people that I have met through Exit Planning Institute. Um, and like one of the things that is really important to think about is how do you manage your time when you're doing this referral game? And if it's just about you getting business with every meeting, you're really going to struggle with having a vibrant network, a network that has soul, because your meetings are you're going to be frustrated at the results you get because you're not going to potentially, if you network the way I do, if you master the I love referrals and how can I help you, you're going to get far more incoming referrals than you actually are even remotely planning on converting into business. And this is good because you can then use those referrals to give. That's what people don't seem to get. So when and by the way, I totally understand, right? Because time is all we got. And remember, my ideal clients are professional service firms, owners, lifetime value of an ideal client north of 250, maybe even 500,000 per client. But we still want to have lots and lots of inbound referrals because we're viewed as a helper. So all of these referrals I'm getting today are because people that I have met with trust me as someone who, if I can't help these people, I'm going to have someone who will, that I will give them valuable information. Remember, the 3 questions in sales are, why should I meet with you? Why should I buy? Why should I refer? You need to have a lot more questions about why should I meet with you answered, ideally, before you are in the conversation. And all 3 of these meetings today, these are all 3 quality professionals. All 3 of them, the question of whether or not to meet with me was answered by someone in my network. And by the way, I'm super thankful for that. None of us do this thing perfect, but that's the deal. So my purpose in all of these meetings initially is to help, to understand more about why they agreed to a meeting with me that someone else told them they should. I've got background on all 3, but man, I've learned, don't assume, right? So I'm going to check. But several of these people, there's potential business to be done down the road if it fits, if what I'm about and what I do matches up with their strategic intent and strategic capacity, there's a decent chance we'll end up doing some business. But I guarantee you there's something they need right now that I can help them with. And it's not going to take me 8 hours to figure out because I'm just going to ask them. And I just want to, if you're a successful business owner of, say, a legal firm, just how valuable an hour of your time is. But at the same time, other people's time is just as valuable as yours. And so one of the things we have to think about is if we want other people creating extraordinarily valuable introductions for us to ideal clients, we need to be doing the same stinking thing, right? I mean, doesn't that sound, well, this happens on a macro and a micro level. The micro referrals, those very intentional, very specific, high value introductions to exactly who you want to meet are powered and fueled by more macro, shorter duration, shorter impact conversations that end up feeding your entire network. I guarantee you, these 3 individuals I meet with today, I will be introducing them to someone. The process will start today. I'll introduce them to someone that can either make them money or fix a problem, or potentially share something personal with them. Maybe they are really great people that love fly fishing like me. Maybe they like golf like a bunch of my other friends that are lame that don't like fly fishing. Who knows? But that's the concept here. Micro, those ideal client referrals that change the game, which is what I am about when I work personally with clients. It's the only thing the new business model is about, is this ideal client acquisition process, making it insanely profitable, ideal client, but also something that you as a multimillionaire, as a successful advisory professional will actually do, because like information is worthless. Execution is what counts, right? But those micro things, that's driven by the macro strategy. And that's what people seem to not get. They don't get that those two things are inexorably linked together, right? So anyways, that's enough. We're at 6 minutes. Oh my God, it's getting late. Be human, be purposeful.